Hi, it's Mark from Mark of the Cyberbeast. We are Cybertruckin the Keys here in Alamorada on Upper Matacumbe here at Coral Cove. Now there's 3 homes that are rentals of the 8 properties that are in here. One is one that I manage called Heart of Marada. It's called Heart of Marada because it's in the heart of Isla Marada. Behind me you have, guess what, the sandal factory, of course. You have the shrimp shack, and across the way you've got Florida Keys Brewery, Chef Michael's, and a bunch of other great restaurants like Tacos Jalisco's and more, where you can really go ahead and have a great meal within walking distance. In fact, you don't even need the bike. You can just walk to Alamorada because the downtown art district is only a couple blocks away, including the liquor store. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a walk in through Coral Cove and show you these gorgeous homes. Now, there's 8 homes, as I told you. Heart of Marada is the 3rd home. There's the Cybertruck parked in house number 2 for now. But Heart of Marada is house number 3. We're gonna show you this house a bit later, but first, we're gonna go over to the dock. Now, there's a lot of appeal and draw to these for a couple reasons. Number 1, we had talked about the turtle tours leaving out of Lorelei, which Lorelei's right there behind me. Every night there's live music, and guess what? Right behind me there's a fire pit. We'll go a little closer to that, but at night you can sit out here with a couple drinks, whether the fire is on or not, and listen to the music without having to pay for drinks. It's awesome. But I'm here on this beautiful Trex dock where every home has their own individual slip with power and water, so you could bring your own boat, you could rent a boat down here, and really have a great time in the Keys by having the amenities that you want, like a boat, because the Keys are all about boating. Now, there's also a couple jet docks, as well as, like I said, the fire pit. You have some chase lounges here, but also you have a fish cleaning station. And guess what? Heart of Marada has a bait freezer. So if you're an angler, a fisherman for other people, but if you're a good angler, you want to go ahead and have a great freezer full of chum and bait and not upset the wife, we have an outdoor freezer just for that reason. Now, we're going to show you the rest of this place because it is absolutely amazing. These homes are less than 5 years old, and really it's just a higher end type of community, but at a budget price. Well, here's that fire pit, propane based. You have several chairs right around here. Enjoy the music from Lorelei's every single night. It's live and it is high quality music. Now, here's a cool thing that people don't realize. You've got this big pool here that is used for all 8 homes. And because there's only 8 homes, this pool is usually empty. Why is that, Mark? Mark, why do you ask? Well, or why do you say that? Because each home has their own dunk pool. So aside from if you want a bigger pool to be in, you've got your own private dunk pool. The great thing about Coral Cove that I like from an aesthetic point of view is the design. There's only 8 homes, but every single home is different. Now right now we've got some painters here because even though these homes are only 5 or 6 years old, we're repainting all of them, make them look totally brand new. But if you look at each of these homes, while they're all white, the shingles are all different, the fencing is all different, the landscaping is all different, the pools are even different. In fact, when you go inside, the layout is all different in each of the homes. So the great thing is that you come here and you can rent 1 home, you can rent 2, you can rent 3 of the homes, and if you've got a large party, everyone can be close by. And the great thing is you each have your own pool, but you can also gather at the main pool. Now, of course, I'm going to show you the very first amenity that is key is our Tesla L2 charger. Free for guest use. Just bring your Cybertruck or Tesla or any other EV and you can just charge up as much as you need right here at the home. So you've got that. Open up the gate back here and you have a couple kayaks. You have two-person kayaks and a single-person kayak. In here in these tents, you've got 4 or 5 bicycles. So you've got bicycles for people to use. And over on the side of the house here, you have your paddleboard. It looks like a surfboard, but it's really a paddleboard. Now, you come in here through this outside door, like a V, and here's your private dunk pool. Now, you've got seating out here for half dozen people, and you also, like every home should have, a nice propane grill. Grill your steaks out here. But look at this, you sit out here and you've got seating, you've got shade, you've got your dunk pool in the shade. There's actually not only the wired speakers that you can Bluetooth in inside the house, but you actually even have a Bluetooth speaker set, so you can even use that. Now I talked to you about a bait freezer. Here it is. This is so the wife doesn't get upset. You've got a bait freezer here. Put your bait, put your chum, and you're all set. We also have an extra propane tank in case you're doing a lot of grilling. Now, aside from this area outside, we look upstairs. I'm gonna angle up. Whoop. That's your balcony upstairs. You've got your string lights upstairs and downstairs. There's fans up and down below. This home has Bosch stainless steel appliance throughout the home. It's got 2 Tempur-Pedic adjustable beds. The third bed is not a Tempur-Pedic adjustable, but it's still a very high-end king. These are all 3 king beds, okay? Each of the bedrooms are en suites. Basically, they have their own dedicated bathroom and their own water closet, which means the bathroom door closes, so if your significant other is showering or brushing their teeth, they don't have to listen or watch you go to the bathroom. You also have a half bath that's over off the kitchen and off the island area. Beautiful 65-inch TV in the living room. We have a video tour. We're going to show you the inside of this house, but I wanted to make sure I showed you the outside, because the other key thing I wanted to make you aware of is that this, of course, is dog friendly. So bring your little dogs. We've got LVP throughout the flooring, so you don't have to worry about it if they make a mistake. It cleans up real super easy. So if you want to book Heart of Murata or any of the other homes here in Coral Cove, the links will be down below for you to go ahead and click on and get our rates. And I'll tell you, you get 3 couples or maybe it's just a family. And I'll tell you, for what you're going to pay for a hotel, you're much better off getting a house with your dedicated pool, your dedicated boat slip. And again, you're walking distance to everything. You've got the amenities, you've got your bikes, you've got your kayaks. Folks, you don't need anything else. You walk to everything. This is the place to be, and everything's brand new. In fact, there's even a wine refrigerator for you wine snobs out there like me. So, folks, thanks for coming with me in Cybertruckin the Keys. We've got some other cool places to visit. We have the Conch Scramble this weekend. I can't wait. Not only because we're raising $80,000 for local charities, because it's fun as anything. So, before I leave, I want you to ask questions. I want you to leave comments. I want you to hit like. I want you to hit subscribe. Just don't hit me. See you folks tomorrow.